Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to make a summaries on chapter 11, which is entitled Build a Small Network. So let's start. Um, in this chapter, the sections and objectives are the 11.1 Network Design. Explain how a small network of a directly connected segments is created, configured, and verified. 11.2 Network Security. Configure switches and routers with device hardening features to enhance security. 11.3 Basic Network Performance. Use common show commands and utilities to establish relative performance baseline for the network. And lastly, the 11.4 Network Troubleshooting. So let's go in the 11.1, which is the network design. Um, the majority of business are small and typically require small networks consisting of a single router with one or more switches and possibly one or more wireless access points. The business might also have IP phones. For the internet connection, the router will normally have a single WAN connection using DSL, cable, or an Ethernet connection. Managing a small network is similar to managing a large network. Maintenance and troubleshooting of existing equipment, securing device and information of the network. Regardless of the size, all networks require planning and design to ensure that all requirements, cost factors, and deployment options are considered, which is the cost, speed and type of ports, expandability, and operating system features and services. IP addressing space must be planned when implementing a small network. There are different types of devices with factor into IP design including end devices for users, servers and peripherals, hosts that are accessible from the internet, and lastly, the intermediary devices. Reliability is another important element of network design. A network failure can be costly. The figure to the left represents a data center network. There are four types of redundancy in this figure: redundant servers, redundant links, redundant switches, redundant routers. A server link switch or router could fail and the network would continue to function. There are two forms of software programs: the network applications. This is the software programs used to communicate over the network, and the application layer services. The other programs need the assistance of application layer services to use network resources such as the file transfer, or network prints pooling. Each application or network services uses protocols which define the standards and data formats to be used to format and direct data. Um, each of these network protocols define processes on either end of communication session, types of messages, syntax of messages, meaning of information fields, how messages are sent, and the expected response, interaction with the next lower layer. To scale network, the following are required: network documentation, device inventory, budget, and traffic analysis. Let's go to the 11.2, which is the network security. Computer networks are essential to everyday activities. Individuals and organizations depend on their computer and networks. The four types of threats might occur: information theft, data loss and manipulation, identity theft, and disruption of service. There are four classes of physical security: that must be dealt with: hardware threats, environmental threats, electrical threats, and lastly, the maintenance threats. There are three types primary vulnerabilities that can lead to various attacks. Here are some samples. Technological, which is weaknesses within insecure protocols, configuration, and security policy. Basic security practices use the global configuration, command service password, encryption to encrypt passwords in the configuration file and prevent unauthorized individuals from viewing plain text passwords. In the 11.3 Basic Network Performance, the use of the ping command is a very effective method to test for network connectivity to a particular host server device. It is an important first step in the troubleshooting a network failure. The ping command uses the Internet Control Message protocol and verifies layer 3 connectivity. A ping issued from the iOS, such as a Cisco router, will yield several indicators. The most common are exclamation, which indicates receipt of an ICMP echo message. This is what you want to see. Dot indicates a time expired while waiting for an ICMP echo reply message. And last is the U, an ICMP unreachable message we received. The extended trace route command is a variation that will allow the network administrator to adjust parameters related to the command. This command is very useful when troubleshooting routing loops, determining the exact next hop router, or determining where packets are getting dropped by the router or denied by a firewall. The extended trace route command can be useful in locating the problem. To the command, type trace route and press and enter. While ping sends ICMP packets, trace route sends IP packets with double TP value 30 by default. This packet tracer, as you can see, will allow you to troubleshoot network connectivity issues using trace commands. You will be required to examine the output, the tracer, and the trace route commands to identify this issue. Command shows command include show running config, show interfaces, show ARP, show IP route, show protocols, and show version. On a Windows computer, the IP address of the default gateway can be viewed by using the ipconfig command. The ipconfig command can be used to view the MAC address as well as other important details regarding the layer 3 addressing on the device. Network troubleshooting. Technicians must be able to analyze the cause of the network problem before they can resolve the issue. This process is called troubleshooting. The Cisco iOS includes powerful tools to help with troubleshooting and verification such as ping, trace route, and show IP int brief. Duplex operation. In data communication, duplex refers to the direction of the data transmission between two devices such as the router and the switch. Half duplex, the data is restricted to one direction at a time. full duplex, the data can go both directions at the same time. For the best communication performance, two connected Ethernet network interfaces must have matching duplex configurations. They must both be set to the full or half. Ethernet auto-negation was designed to help with this configuration but could lead to problems if one side is set to auto and the other is not. So, we are here in the summary. This packet tracer activity will require you to create a new IPv for addressing SIM to that will accommodate 4 subnet. In addition, you will configure the SBI interface and basic security settings on the S1, S2, and S3 switches. So, in this chapter, I already explained the features and functions of Cisco iOS software, how to configure initial settings on a network device using a Cisco iOS software, and exactly, I have already given an IP addressing scheme, configure IP address and parameters on end devices to provide end connectivity in a small to medium-sized business network. So that's all. We're done, and thank you for watching, guys. But before you go, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you will be updated on my other videos that will be uploaded. Bye, guys.